Welcome to this episode of SchoolTube's Ask Mr. Z. This is the show where we answer your school TV related questions. Today's question comes from Deb in Columbus, Ohio. Deb writes, "We want to use Adobe's Visual Communicator for our school news shows. What hardware do I need?" Well, Deb, let's take a look at what you'd need to get started. First off is the computer. You need a Windows-based PC. Sorry, Macintosh fans, but as of September 2007, Visual Communicator is intended for PCs only, but it has been reported to work on Intel-based Macs running Boot Camp. You can go with either a desktop or a laptop PC, but personally I prefer a desktop just because I think it's easier to upgrade as your needs might grow. However, if you need portability, Visual Communicator runs just fine on a modern laptop. You could take a look at the minimum specs required to run VC at adobe.com/go/VC3. Once you're set up with a computer, you'll need to get a camera. Keep in mind when we say camera, we really mean camcorder. In the TV industry, camera is a more widely used term, and you'll see the term camera used when you're working with Visual Communicator as well. Even though Visual Communicator does work with inexpensive webcams, I personally don't recommend using webcams or any video device that connects to your computer using a USB cable. The picture quality just won't be as good, and webcams don't have the ability to zoom in or out to better frame up your shot. In my opinion, a FireWire camcorder will outperform any USB webcam, so stick with the camcorder option if you can. Camcorders will begin at around $250 and up. The brand I recommend the most is Panasonic, especially their 3 CCD models, which do a great job with distinguishing colors. These average around $500 each, and doing a PriceGrabber.com search will show you places to buy from online. Two of our favorite vendors are Newegg.com and BHPhotoVideo.com. When shopping for a camcorder, be sure it uses the MiniDV format so it has FireWire output capability. FireWire might also be referred to as IEEE 1394, DV out, or if it's a Sony camcorder, they refer to it as iLink. These camcorders record on a digital MiniDV tape and should have a FireWire port on it that looks like this. These camcorders are actually getting harder to find nowadays, with newer formats such as MiniDVD and hard drive storage emerging. Be aware though that these newer format models may look and sound cool, but they won't have FireWire capability you need to use with Visual Communicator. Another nice camcorder feature is a mic input jack, which allows you to plug in your own microphone for your newscasters to use, rather than use the built-in mic on the camera. Especially if your recording studio is located in an open classroom, it's nice to have a separate microphone clipped directly onto your newscasters to better isolate their sounds. Finally, you'll need something to use as your green screen. This could be any type of green material that's not shiny. Ideas for a green screen might include poster board taped together, fabrics such as felt or tablecloth material, paper sold in wide rolls, a wall you paint green, or even a professional green screen backdrop. Some users have had great success with these portable green screens that collapse down, making on-location shooting easy. I've seen many homemade variations for green screens, and typically they all work fine as long as lighting on it is pretty even from top to bottom. Even a few wrinkles or creases are okay, as long as they don't drastically change the green color with shadowing. Visual Communicator's green screen feature is very forgiving, which makes it so great for school TV studios on a budget. Since everyone's budget and situation is different, the best advice I could give is to try whatever you have to work with before investing any money in a professional green screen solution. It might just work. Also, take a look at my favorite vendor for green screens at belgerphotography.com. In our school TV studio, I've painted the drywall with 3 coats of green and blue paint. These were ordinary flat paint colors I had mixed at Sherwin-Williams. Be sure to start with a good primer first to seal and hide any imperfections in the wall. Then paint at least 3 coats of green paint and a flat enamel finish. The goal is to have a bold, uniform color, especially if bright lights will be shining on the wall. This is why you want to avoid a glossy paint, so be sure to use any kind of flat enamel for best results. Remember though, you don't have to go to great lengths to get your green screen solution working, as it may be as easy as just hanging a piece of fabric on the wall that you buy at, say, Walmart. Well, Deb, I hope that answers your question. Remember, we are here to help at SchoolTube. If you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, visit SchoolTube.com and let us know. I'm Mr. Z. Thanks for watching.